Hi, I'm Chuck, and this is Toilet Talks, and I'm pissed. Why am I pissed today? Well, what started off with the assassination of Charlie Kirk, which was followed up by that useless skin bag Nancy Mace, as well as Trump, as well as Fox News and all the other right-wing news media, entertainment organizations that jumped on the bandwagon before we had a shooter, before we had a motive, before we had any information whatsoever, all calling it a leftist extremist and all this other bullshit, and all this gun violence is created by the leftists and all that propaganda and bullshit that they spewed, when come to find out that the shooter is actually a family member of all MAGA and Trump supporters. And all of a sudden they have to change their tune. And now, instead of Mace, that worthless skin bag, claiming this is 100% on the Democrats and they own this and blah, blah, blah. And when she's asked a valid question by a reporter about extremism on both sides, looking to balance the conversation, she goes off on some bullshit tirade and tries to turn the shit around. No, absolutely not. So now all of a sudden she's saying we need to pray for the shooter. Why? Because the shooter was one of them. When it doesn't fit their bullshit narrative, all of a sudden things change and the narrative changes and they stop talking about it. So yeah, I started to get a little irked, if not pissed, but this really sent me over the edge. This Brian Kilmeade bullshit going on Fox News talking about mentally ill people who probably don't know about the programs that are available to them, and homeless people who probably don't either. All of a sudden, his answer is to involuntarily inject them with lethal injections, euthanizing them, basically. Now, who's spewing violent rhetoric now? You piece of shit, Brian Kilmeade. So, Fox, if you're not firing this asshole, we're probably coming after you next. And Brian Kilmeade, how about we just euthanize you and put you out of our misery? What the fuck do you think about that? I can't believe I'm talking about violence in this way. But you know what? Sometimes you gotta fight fire with fire. And I am fucking pissed. And if you're not pissed about this, who are watching this, you should be. It doesn't matter which side of the political spectrum you're on. This is wrong, it's bullshit, and it needs to stop.